It's magic. It's Patreon. It's Boopster.
It's always Boopster.
Mr. Boopster.
This should go here.
The filthiest snowman in the entire universe. Anyway, so we're back doing Patreon. And this month's Patreon video is brought to you by Kyle Maclachlan. And I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Pretty sure I am. I don't know if
I'd guessed that wrong, so.
Huh?
I'd have guessed that wrong.
Really?
McLaughlin?
Maclachlan? I'm just.
I've heard that last name before, so now I know it's real, but.
Yeah. Well, like there's like a Sarah McLaughlin, but I think that's spelled completely differently. If I'm saying that wrong, just feel free to correct me in the thing. I don't really care. I tried my best, you know. I tried my best. So anyway,
Boopster will apologize if it's incorrect.
Absolutely. So yeah, Patreon. And the decks that we're playing are in the modern format. I'm doing a deck that's it's all in red, so it's essentially it relies heavily on using the acceleration that's available in modern, which includes Geosurge, which is a really interesting one. And basically just casting a bunch of big beefy things and Cots and Blood Moons and all that fun stuff.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So just lock your opponent out of the game in the early game and then finish them off with some big 5-drops.
And I'm using Splinter Twin Class B, which uses Elemental Mastery, which is tap to make hasted elemental tokens, and the guy that untaps when a creature enters the battlefield.
Midnight God.
That was his name.
We actually have a spare that I accidentally bought an extra of. All right. So, how are we going to decide who goes first?
There's so many choices.
Let's do something really, really new and interesting. And roll some dice.
I'm going to roll that dice.
Okay, fair enough.
Just got to use the board. It's good luck.
And neither of us used the board. I got a 3.
I rolled out my fingers and got nowhere to end it up.
And you got... Just roll again. A 6. I shouldn't have told you to roll again. All right. So I assume you'll go first, and we'll see you in game 1. Alrighty, game 1. Go ahead and show your hand.
Doot, 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 doo.
And my turn. And I should mention, as I'm doing this, that we are getting close to running out of Patreon submissions. So if you are one of our Patreon or patrons at the $10 or more level, could always use some more deck lists. And if you're not, maybe consider doing so. The link is in the description below. So that's my hand. It's pretty saucy. But it is on the draw.
Is it like 1 saucy or 2 saucy?
2 saucy. Maybe even 3.
We're going to lead off with the Wandering Fumarole tapped.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty exciting.
Good?
Yeah.
Draw a card. All right. So, Mountain. Simian Spirit Guide for red. Desperate Ritual to add 3 red.
Going for
and
the nuts.
A Blood Moon.
I got a mountain.
You do. To you, your Fumarole will not be rolling in this direction this game.
Draw for turn. That's a slight problem. Scalding Tarn.
You've got 2 mountains. Untap. Draw a card. This is a horrible spot for Mr. Boopster. Every time I draw a card, I just hit him. Mountain, go. The unfortunate thing is I also only have 2 mountains. And nothing to do with them.
I don't think that matters.
True.
I'll play a mountain.
I could use about 3 more.
Enter go.
Draw a card. Well, at least
likes Blood Moon.
That's something. The guy who made this deck does. We're going to cast a Kargan Dragon Lord. And we're going to level him a single time. And he'll probably get eaten by a bolt. But we will see. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn.
Hey! You got mana.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Play another mountain. The old natural mountain. Level. Now's your chance to bolt him.
I'm anticipate.
Okay.
Boop. 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 This one in hand. These on bottom. You can go ahead.
4 counters. And... Sure. Here's another one. Attack you for 4 in the sky.
16.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Of course, there it is.
Beautiful. The Dark Blood Moon.
Serum Visions.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. Look at top 2. One on top, one on the bottom.
Alrighty.
I'll add a mountain to the pile.
Sure.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. We will also add a mountain to the pile.
Your mountain looks a little more mountainy than mine.
It is a little more mountainous, yes. You're at 16.
Jaw.
Well, I may never get another shot at throwing down this Boopster, so I will throw down this Boopster. Deuce of Calamity. Deuce. I think it's deuce.
Yeah, you can drop a deuce.
I think I just dropped a deuce. And I'll attack you for 4.
I shall.
Are you going to double bolt the deuce?
Bolt you.
Oh, okay. 17.
That's it.
Okay. Foe.
12.
To you. I assume you drew the bolt
Untap.
right after
Yeah.
the turn after it mattered. It's usually how that sort of thing works.
And what can we do to save the day?
It dropped a big deuce.
What can we do to save the day?
You do have access to a blue and 4 red.
It's your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Very useful at this stage in the game.
Probably.
Drop a mountain. Level him to 8. I'm just going to take the dice off because he's max level. I'm not going to level him any more than that.
Doot.
And I will attempt beats.
Well,
for 14.
I got Snappy.
Ooh.
But he block 1
That's pretty
damage.
snappy. Just for max value, I'm going to Pyretic Ritual and pump him 4 times.
Well, pump is only... Level up is only at sorcery speed.
He has fire breathing.
Ah.
He's fully leveled.
I dispel that, but I don't have the mana.
Fair enough.
You got me.
I got you. Blood Moon on turn 1 can get the job done.
Had the combo, didn't have the white.
The only thing that can let you drop a deuce is Blood Mooning on turn 1. So, we will see you in game 2. Alrighty, game 2.
We got boop, 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 boop. Yeah.
Boopster. Alright. And I've got one of those, some of those, and some of those. Pretty spicy. Oh, yeah. Alright. We're off.
We're going to lead with an Arid Mesa. Go.
Draw a card. Play a mountain. I think we'll exile a Simian Spirit Guide. Tap that mountain. Cast a Kargan Dragonlord.
That looks somehow familiar.
Pass the turn.
Crack that. Going to 19.
Unfortunately, Dragonlord is not a Blood Moon. Blood Moon would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Although it'd be a pretty boring match to watch, honestly. Turn 1 Blood Moon, both games.
You can head home now. Done.
I can head
all
home
over
now?
in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Hallowed Fountain.
It's modern at its best. Turn 1. I'll
Moon.
just scoop. Path to exile.
Yeah.
He is pathed. You've sent him on a journey. Here's a mountain, though. Oh! Think it's these ones? That's like the... Did I have this card in my hand? I don't know. I have to honestly, legitimately think about this.
3 cards.
But I just grabbed this one with path, right?
Yeah. So... And you should have had 8 cards
5,
total.
6, 7, 8. Okay. So this was in here. Let's, there. Just in case we do that again. I think that's the first time I've ever misshuffled and had cards land in a place where
normally you like
could've
stack them
confused
up so it's obvious, but
Yeah.
this time you had them fanned out in like the right direction.
Yeah. Wasn't using my thinker box.
Yeah, there should be 5 here.
Yeah.
There's 5 there.
All right. Continue.
Untap. Draw for turn. Yeah. Wandering Funeral. Go.
That's pretty good. Can wander into my array of mountains that I've got here. This might be the saddest thing I've ever done in my whole life that I'm about to do right now. But I think it's correct. Cast a Simian Spirit Guide.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn.
Do not need the mana. Won't need the mana.
Anticipate.
All right. What are you anticipating? I guess no one gets to know.
Boop. Enter go. We do miss our land drop. That's unfortunate.
Draw a card. Well, that ain't bad. Here's a
big
mountain.
threatening 2/2 there.
Definitely. I'm going to cast a Pyretic Ritual, adding 3 red mana. 4/5. Demigod of Revenge. I believe this is the pre-release promo, I think.
Pretty threatening.
And will attack you for 7.
Go to 10.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Well, he's vanquished forever.
Kind of figured.
And we're going to Serum Visions. Draw. Sweet. I'm going to play that now. Just going to ignore all the rules. And... That's tough. That's tough. I think we leave that one on the top. And that one on the bottom. Enter go.
Untap. At least I've still got this monkey. Draw a card.
Got a monkey.
That was not a very good draw.
Was it a monkey?
Here's 2. A monkey would have been great.
8.
I would have loved to draw another Simian. Mountain and go.
Untap. Draw for turn. Well, I'm going to play the antithesis to a monkey. Which is...
Shotgun? Midnight Guard. That kind of works. All right.
Go.
He is bigger than a monkey. Untap.
That he is.
Draw. Here's a mountain. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Desolate Lighthouse. Into Elemental Mastery.
So why don't you explain how this works?
So he gets enchanted with... Where did the tokens end up?
I'm not sure where the tokens ended up. There's a pile of them somewhere.
Where did you move them?
I didn't move them. Don't blame me for this action.
There they are.
Oh, they're being hidden by parchment. I see.
They're always hidden by
I
parchment.
see how it is.
So, he has tap, to put 1/1 elementals with haste onto the battlefield for his power.
Yeah, so...
Which is 2.
Mm-hmm.
So then he gets when a creature enters the battlefield, he untaps.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 2 untap triggers. We let 1 resolve, and then we tap them. Make 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
And then use 1 to untap them.
They all have haste, too.
And then, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So just, yeah.
And then there's like a million of them here.
Just a million?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? Before you declare attacks, I'm going to unleash as much mana as I possibly can. So we're going to cast Desperate Ritual, splicing a Desperate Ritual, adding 6 mana, and then we're going to cast a Desperate Ritual. Woo! Going up to...
May as well tap those mountains, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fill that mana pool.
Up to 9, 10, 11, 12. Could have cast a Nulamog, I think.
Attack for 1 million.
I will block 1 with a monkey. And take a lot of beats. A lot of damage.
999,999.
Yeah, roughly. Well, exactly. Actually. Yeah. All right. So...
The monkey even lives to see another day.
Oh, I had some great draws coming. Wow.
I mean, the Blood Moon would have hurt, but...
That's kind of the problem with a lot of all-in decks, is that you tend to draw a lot of mana.
You go all in to
need
play
it.
your 5-drop early, and then
it goes into the exile immediately. All right, so that was game 2, and we will see you in game 3. All right, game 3. Show my hand. Slightly different type of game. This time, no turn 1 Blood Moons, unfortunately.
it's probably for the best. That'd be really annoying. Because we have that.
All right. So I'm going to, unsurprisingly to anybody, lead off with a mountain and pass the turn. I know.
You were playing red?
This is kind of a shocker. I'm pretty shocked.
I'm going to play a Flooded Strand.
Yep.
Go.
Draw a card. Not bad. Here's a mountain and a Chalice of the Void on 1.
You monster frisbee. Yeah.
No path to exiling all my big threats for you this game. Pass the turn.
I'm going to crack that.
You do have some roasts, though. And you
That
could
I
just
do.
win the game over top of them. That's also an option. So, not quite as backbreaking as Blood Moon would be.
You just got to dig. Where is it? Where is this one plains that's in the deck? Oh, I missed it. I was expecting it to be that. It's probably this. Yeah. Stuck to another card.
Good choice. Getting basics in case I get a Blood Moon down. The funny thing about this matchup is you can actually use the red. You do have red spells.
I do have red spells. So it's not all bad.
Yeah. It's not like you're playing blue-white control with
I only have 1
dual
plains,
lands.
though, so
Yeah.
kind of got to go high priority on that. Draw for turn. And I think we play a Steam Vents going to 17.
Yep.
Intrigo.
Well, that's quite a tell. Untap. Draw a card. Huh. Well. Dragon Lord. If you want to remand it, go ahead.
I'm anticipate instead.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely not this card. So I think those 2 are going to go on the bottom, and this will go in here.
Alrighty.
This isn't very helpful anymore.
No.
He'll just sit at the bottom of the deck.
I'm really glad I had this chalice pretty early, because
That'd have been bad.
that would have been bad. Anyway, yep.
Untap. Draw for turn.
You can just kill me out of nowhere, though. Because the unfortunate thing of Chalice, for one, on my side, is turns off my bolts as well. Only running 2.
Blood Strand. 16.
Turn them off.
Find an Isrand.
Mm-hmm.
And pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw a card. Not the ideal draw, but could be worse. So, I'm thinking that we get in there for 2.
We'll go to 14.
And I will cast another Kargan Dragonlord.
Well, that one is going to go back to the hand.
You got it.
Draw.
Pass turn.
And I'm going to pass that one.
I will counter that.
You just got to try,
Well, I don't actually have to say. It's not a may. I mean, it just happens anyway.
Yeah, but a miss trigger is a miss trigger.
Nah, that's stupid. That's a stupid tournament rule that we don't use.
Draw. Sweet.
That's so dumb. I mean, I kind of get why they do that rule, but that's really like you can be so shady with that.
It was previously that if you both miss a trigger, then you get a penalty for it. Like, I don't need to keep track of my opponent's cards. That's silly.
Just don't hand out penalties and fix the game state.
There's a roast.
There's a roast. He's pretty
good
toasty.
Top deck.
Pretty toasty. Untap. Draw a card. Definitely don't need that.
That makes them sound more important.
Dragonlord?
Yeah, you can have a Dragonlord.
Yeah. So I mean it's the same one, so pass the turn.
Because there's a Hallowed Fountain tapped.
Yep.
And a Snapcaster Mage targeting roast.
Of course.
And the 2 brothers have been roasted.
You've roasted them.
Go.
Untap. Draw a card. Finally. I mean,
You got a land?
Not gonna do all that much, but I did get a land in the form of a mountain.
Is there any non-mountains in the deck?
No. There are not.
Buffs Koth.
Someone. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Sweet.
So you've used 1 roast.
Scalding Tarn Crack. Going to 13.
1 more roasty toasty.
We'll find just an island.
Okay.
And tech you for 2.
18.
And cast
Ooh.
Midnight Guard.
That's scary.
Durgo.
Draw a card. Ugh, man. This is not going well. I'm gonna have to pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Scalding Tarn, crack. You're going to 12. Finding another island.
Mm-hmm. Does he have it? That's the question.
Four.
I suppose not. I will go to 14.
And I will cast Leyline of Anticipation.
Great.
Super useful.
Very.
Sure, go.
In the event that this isn't a land, and I have to discard a hand size, I will cast a lightning bolt on Midnight Guard and have it be countered.
Bizzed.
Draw a card.
It got bizzed by the yellow lightning.
Yeah. That's not great at this stage. But Blood Moon?
In response, I'm going to pass Snapcaster Mage.
Okay.
That resolves.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Just give me a land.
On my draw phase, Elemental Mastery.
Yeah, you got it.
And for the actual card I had drawn, Lightning Bolt to you.
Bzzzt. Counter it.
And
all right.
go...
So much like last time, a whole bunch of Doopsters. Do you want to see my excellent hand?
That just never got a land drawn?
No. So I had that right.
Yeah.
So I can make 4 mana. Chalice, Demigod, Deuce.
Ugh.
Yep. Could not do anything. I mean, I could have chaliced on 2 by wasting this ritual, but then I'll never be able to cast those
Because
again.
you can't cast the other 2 mana rituals.
I guess technically that would have done it. And that. Could I just keep going indefinitely? Just get all my rituals
If you
in?
chaliced on 2 and that happened, it'd just been like, ugh.
So, pick an arbitrary number.
1,398,227,000,001.
I'll concede in response. All right. So, you, I guess, got to witness both halves of why all-in decks are not always the most consistent. But it is always fun to cast gigantic monsters, even if they do die immediately.
It's true, and it's always fun.
These are some pretty gigantic monsters.
To Blood Moon on turn 1 when your opponent has a whole bunch of fetch lands.
Hey, you don't get to complain. I missed like 12
I'm saying that's
land
fun
drops.
to do. It's fun to do. It's not fun to receive.
I just assumed you were being sarcastic. Anyway, so that was Patron. Thanks again to Kyle Maclachlan. You got the thing, Kyle Maclachlan, or if I'm hopefully saying that right. And as I said before, we are currently pretty close to out of submission. So if you guys got some more for us, that would be super. And we will see you tomorrow with Mr. Boopster's pack cracking, and next week with some more stuff.
Bye.